Hi, and welcome to Microdesk Flight Plan of Smarter Cities. Today what we're actually going to be looking at is Autodesk ReCap, the reality capture workflows. Now, first question is probably, what is ReCap? So Autodesk ReCap is actually a family of different software and services. The majority of it tends to be on the desktop. So what we're looking at right now is ReCap and ReCap Pro, and as well as ReCap 360, and then a little third tool that kind of plugs into that. So ReCap and ReCap Pro are installed on your desktop, and if you actually already own any of the building design suites, you already actually have access to the main ReCap. ReCap Pro gives you the ability to automatically connect multiple laser scans together without needing to actually find or manually connect them for yourself. Now, how this actually works is you'll take your laser scans, bring that into ReCap, and then from there you can either collate, organize, turn things on and off, and clean them up, so that way you can use them in just about any of the tools in the design suites, whether that's InfraWorks, Revit, AutoCAD, Navisworks. You also have the ability to upload your scans into the cloud, onto Autodesk 360. This allows the sharing and the working on of these with anybody, anywhere, as long as they have a web browser. Now, the other version here, ReCap 360, that's actually the web portal. Now, this, again, allows you to view laser scans online, but what it also allows you to do is upload two-dimensional photography. That photography is then worked on online in Autodesk's cloud service, and it creates either a point cloud or a mesh depending on what you've asked it to do. Again, those point clouds can then be brought into things like Revit, Max, Inventor, InfraWorks, and you can also work with the 3D mesh into many other tools. Now, from there, if you take advantage of Project Memento, it's a tech preview from the Autodesk Labs. What that allows you to do is take in these large meshes and actually work on them, clean them up, and bring them out into other tools. Now here it's talking more about game assets or industrial assets, but you can clean things up for 3D printing. So if you have a scan of a building, you can then get it 3D printed. But I've actually been using this to create 3D geometry that I can use for analysis. Now, moving from there, what I'm actually going to do is hop over into ReCap, and what I'm looking at is ReCap point cloud data from multiple scans. So I'm able to turn on and off and control different scans. I'm able to actually create things almost like layers where I can turn on and off different components, so I can focus on different pieces of my scans. I can actually save specific views as well, so I can focus on certain information. And then from there I can very easily get distances, put in notes, comments, or upload my file that I'm working on to the internet to share with others. Now, if I do upload this to the internet, all I have to do is go to the Autodesk ReCap 360 website. And I can look at recent projects, go to examples, look at my gallery. I can look at that point cloud data online, again, just through a browser. I can click on things, get dimensions, put notes. And if I have photos, I'm just going to upload them to the cloud, choose an option for how detailed it'll be. If I choose Ultra, it costs the equivalent of about $5, but you probably already have a large amount of points built up from your subscriptions. From there, I can choose what my scale will be, what file formats I want to work with, and if I want to take advantage of some of the newer features they're working with. Once I've chosen this, it'll take a few hours, and the result will be this. So what I'm looking at online is actually a mesh of a project that we scanned using a quadcopter. About 4 minutes in the air, flew around, took a bunch of photos, we uploaded it, and when you look at it online, it limits it to about 200,000 triangles. Now, it doesn't look too bad, but the benefit of this is I also have the ability to look at this back in ReCap as a point cloud. So this is actually the point cloud data that I received. Now I can actually bring this into something like Revit or InfraWorks. And if I want solid geometry, well, then I look at Project Memento. And this looks at it in the full mesh. Many millions of triangles, very, very detailed. So from there I could take advantage of all the different reality capture information that I need. And this works on small scales too. We actually just did this at the AA convention down in Chicago. So that's our booth that we scanned with our quadcopter at the event. So I want to thank you very much for your time. If you do have questions, if you want to start looking at this as a workflow for yourself, definitely get in touch with us. We'll be glad to help you get your own flight plan started.